question that probably keeps more people awake at night than anything else. Why do people behave the way they do, and how can we actually live peacefully with them? If you've ever felt frustrated by someone's actions, confused by their choices, or just plain exhausted from trying to understand the humans around you, then you're definitely not alone. Here's the thing that most of us never really grasp. Human beings are complicated, yes, but they're complicated for a very specific reason. It's because they are different, and I mean fundamentally, deeply different from you and me. Most of our life problems, the ones that really get under our skin and mess with our peace of mind, they don't come from natural disasters or technical failures. They come from people and their differences. Think about it for a moment. When was the last time you got genuinely upset about your phone's battery dying versus getting upset about something someone said or did? The phone follows predictable rules, but people operate from their own unique set of experiences, fears, desires, and personality traits that we often can't even see. Now, here's where most of us go wrong. We expect people to behave according to our expectations, our logic, our way of seeing the world. But people will always behave according to their own personality, experiences, fears, and desires, not according to what makes sense to us. This isn't them being difficult or unreasonable. This is just them being human. When you really understand this, something shifts. Expecting sameness from people creates disappointment every single time. But accepting differences, that creates peace. It's like the difference between fighting the current of a river and learning to navigate with it. Most of us spend enormous amounts of energy trying to change people. We think if we just explain things better, if we just show them the right way, if we just persist long enough, they'll see things our way. But trying to change people is exhausting and usually pointless. Instead of trying to change them, what if we adjusted our relationship with them, our reliance on them, and our expectations of them? Here's something that might sound a bit harsh but is actually quite liberating. People always act in their own interest. Always. This isn't cynicism. It's just a fundamental aspect of being human. Even when someone is being generous or kind, they're doing it because it aligns with their values, makes them feel good, or serves some purpose that matters to them. Once you accept this, you stop being surprised or hurt when people prioritize their own needs. And here's another truth that can set you free. Most people are busy thinking about themselves. That embarrassing thing you said last week, that awkward moment in the meeting, chances are the other person is already forgotten about it because they're dealing with their own thoughts, worries, and priorities. This isn't selfishness, it's just human nature. Communication is another area where we often trip ourselves up. We assume that because we've said something clearly, the other person understands exactly what we meant. But communication does not guarantee understanding. Never assume clarity, always confirm understanding. How many arguments could be avoided if we just took a moment to check if we are actually on the same page? Now, understanding people doesn't mean becoming a doormat. Boundaries are not selfish, they are necessary. They're essential for self-respect and to prevent exploitation. When you understand that people will naturally push limits and test boundaries, you realize that setting clear limits isn't mean, it's helpful. Here's the most important part, and this is where real wisdom begins. You cannot control others' words, reactions, or choices. You can only control your own emotions and responses. This might seem obvious, but think about how much mental energy you spend trying to influence what other people do or say. What if you redirected all that energy toward managing your own reactions instead? When you truly understand where behavior comes from, when you see that someone's rudeness might come from their stress, their criticism might come from their insecurity, their distance might come from their fear, something beautiful happens. You stop taking things personally. And when you stop taking things personally, you gain emotional freedom. This doesn't mean you become passive or that you accept poor treatment. It means you respond from a place of understanding rather than reacting from a place of hurt. Calm responses weaken conflict, while emotional reactions strengthen it. Clear communication builds respect and stability. Remember, respect matters more than approval. You don't need everyone to like you or agree with you.
You need them to respect your boundaries and treat you with basic decency. And when you understand people deeply, you can navigate relationships in a way that protects your peace while still maintaining meaningful connections. The goal isn't to make people nicer or to create a perfect world where everyone behaves exactly as you'd like them to. The goal is to make you smarter, calmer, and emotionally stronger. When you understand people, when you accept their differences, when you focus on what you can control rather than what you can't, life doesn't become perfect, but it becomes manageable. And that, honestly, might be the most valuable skill you can develop in this complicated, beautiful, frustrating world of human relationships.